I'm a transplant to Philadelphia, but I have finished 2 Philly half marathons. And the theme of the second race was for the love of running. But here's the deal. I don't love running, and I actually didn't run. I walked one step at a time, enduring the growing pain in my feet, choosing not to veer off course to go explore all the cool places in Philadelphia. I didn't get discouraged when people kept passing me by. I plodded along, one step at a time. 1 year actually by myself, and the second time I did it with friends alongside of me. Simply put, I was committed to get to the finish line, and when it came, it was very, very sweet. Friend, to stay faithful and become more like Jesus, you need to remember that this is a marathon in this life. And it's a marathon of faith that requires step-by-step endurance. In your battle against pornography, Jesus is with you, and to run well, you need to consistently recalibrate your heart towards being fixed on Jesus so that you can have faith-fueled, Christ-dependent expectations about this battle. Be fixed on Jesus. Hebrews 12:1-2 says, "Therefore, since we are surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses, let us also lay aside every weight and the sin which clings so closely, and let us run with endurance the race that is set before us, looking to Jesus, the founder and perfecter of our faith." Consider him, my friend, more than you focus on your pornography temptation, especially if you're discouraged, even as you listen to this, if you are weary and ready to give up because you just can't seem to kick this thing. There's so many people, men and women, that just grow tired of this temptation. They're trying to resist it, but they're also failing to resist this temptation. Maybe you've said things like this, musing on questions like, agonizing actually, am I really a Christian if I keep succumbing to the temptation to look at porn? Why does God allow me to keep having this temptation? A dear woman in Christ that I walked with, she said this. She said, "You know what? I'm a sane, spiritually minded Christian one moment and a selfish, stubborn Christian in the next." She said, "This just causes me to wonder even about my relationship with God." Can you relate? Questions like these aren't bad, but hear this. If we focus only on how well we're doing or how poorly we're doing in overcoming pornography, we're not focused on Jesus. So first things first, whether if you feel like you are winning or losing the battle to overcome looking at pornography, resist the urge to let your track record become bigger in your heart than Jesus. Consider him. But next, let's look at this. Through dependence on Christ, you need faith-fueled expectations about the nature of battling against any sin, including pornography. Remember what you've learned in chapters 1-4 already, that though sexual sin, including pornography, is serious, it will bring pain and not the comfort that you are really desiring. Christ has deep love and patience for sinners. He alone can transform our hearts to love him more than we love our sin, more than we love pornography or what we think it gives to us. And through that radical inward change, Jesus can help us resist the temptation more and more. That last chapter that you just looked at gave you practical steps that can strengthen you with strategies to fight this thing.